Good morning. Welcome to Story Time from Chapel Hill Public Library. My name is Karen. I'm one of the librarians here, and I will be reading your stories for you today. So today I picked some stories for you all about dogs. Sometimes at the end of the summer when it's been a long summer and things are really hot out, we talk about the dog days of summer. So I thought it would be kind of a perfect time to do stories about dogs. So I have some books picked for you. I have a song or two to sing with you, and I hope from home, from wherever you are, you'll join in with me and enjoy some of these stories and songs about dogs. So, the first thing we like to do here at Chapel Hill Public Library when we do story time is sing a song, and the song we sing is The More We Get Together. So wherever you are, I hope you'll join me in singing. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. So even though we can't be together in person, at least we're together sharing stories through the computer. And the first story I think I'd like to share with you is one called Shaggy Dogs, Waggy Dogs. And this is by Patricia Hubble with pictures by Donald Wu. Shaggy dogs, waggy dogs, pencil thin and saggy dogs. Country dogs, city dogs, itty bitty pretty dogs. Shy dogs, bold dogs, won't do as they're told dogs. Dogs in packs and dogs alone. Puppy dogs and dogs full grown. That pack has 1, 2, 3 dogs in it, and that's a small dog and a very big dog. Dogs can find your missing ball, give you kisses if you fall, take you for a long, long walk, listen to you when you talk. Dogs can fetch your shoes and socks, bury bones, dig up rocks. Dogs romp and race in doggy parks. They fill the air with yips and barks. Dogs gulp and gobble when they eat. They'll do a trick to get a treat. Dogs like to curl up in your lap and take a cozy, snoozy nap. Dogs comfort you when you feel sick. They're happy when you throw a stick. With dirty paws and mud-caked nose, they jump up on your nice, clean clothes. Dogs ride in trucks. They ride in cars. Some dogs are famous TV stars. A team of dogs can pull a sled. Dogs warm your feet when you're in bed. Of all the things a dog can do, its favorite thing is loving you. And there's all different types of dogs, all looking at you with their puppy dog eyes. If we were in person together, I would ask, how many of you have a dog at home? Raise your hand if you have a dog. And does your dog like to give you kisses? Does your dog like to go for a walk? I have a dog at my house named Banjo, and he does not do tricks, and he does dig holes, and he does like to sleep on the couch. So my dog's name is Banjo. There's all sorts of different dogs and all sorts of different dog names. So the second book I have picked for you today is a book called Just Dog. And this one's by Hywin Oram, illustrated by Lisa Flather. There's a dog on the cover that looks like a very friendly dog, and it has a tag on that just says dog, D-O-G. Dog was a dog, and that's what everyone called him, Dog, just Dog. Morning, Dog. Hello, Dog. Get down, Dog. Come on, Dog. And Dog didn't like it. He moped by the fire. Dog's not a name, he said to Midnight the cat. Not a proper name, it's just something that says I'm not a cat. Well, you're not a cat, said Midnight. No, said Dog, but I'm not just another dog either. And it's time they knew it. What do you think he has planned? It sounds like he has a plan. Dog got to his feet, slipped out of the back door, and began to dig up the garden. Have you gone crazy? Said Midnight. What are you doing? Digging, said Dog, because when I've dug more holes than any dog in history, they'll stop calling me Dog and start calling me Digger. You think Digger's a good name for a dog? But they didn't start calling him Digger, and they didn't stop calling him Dog. Bad dog was all they said. Now what are you going to do? Asked Midnight. Woof, woof, bark, said Dog. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bark so loud and so long, they'll stop calling me Dog and start calling me Barker, or maybe Woofer. But they didn't start calling him Barker, and they didn't stop calling him Dog. Be quiet, Dog, was all they said. And they put him on his leash. Oh, that plan didn't work either. Now what are you going to do, Dog? Said Midnight. I think I'm gonna chew, said Dog. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chew through my leash and get through the fence and chase more people than any dog in history. And then they'll have to stop calling me Dog and start calling me Swiftfoot or Lionheart or Hunter. I think Midnight's looking at him with a little bit of suspicion. I don't know that that's a good idea, Dog. And they didn't start calling him Swiftfoot or Lionheart or Hunter. And they didn't stop calling him Dog. Oh, Dog. Oh, Dog, was all they said. They sound kind of disappointed, don't they? And now what are you going to do, Dog? Said Midnight. Think, said Dog. And that's when he came up with a plan. First, he rolled over and made big, I'm sorry eyes, and gave long, I'm sorry licks. Then he tidied the garden, was nice to the postman, fetched all of the slippers, didn't bark at the neighbor's chickens, and collected the newspapers. Wow. He didn't run quickly through the house, but curled up quietly by the fire with a deep and meaningful, I am the best dog ever sigh. And that's when they started. Good dog, they said. Good, good dog. In fact, you're such a good dog. We want to give you a good dog name. I think he's excited. What do you think his new name is going to be? Could it be Sweetheart? Or Honey Bun? Treasure Chest? Pudding Face? Sugar Pops? Angel Ears? And that's when Dog couldn't help it. He leapt to his feet, ran quickly through the house, and jumped on the sofa, barking his head off. No, 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 woof! You've got this whole thing wrong. Just Dog suits me fine. And that's how Just Dog got to keep his name. Just Dog. All right, so I have up here behind me 5 letters, B-I-N-G-O, and that is the name of a pretty famous dog. That dog is so famous, he has a song named after him. And I think you probably know how it goes, but I'm thinking we can sing it together. And you can stand up if you want to. You can stay sitting down. So what we're going to do is we're going to spell out the name of the dog, B-I-N-G-O. And then we're going to start turning letters over. And for every letter that we turn over, we're going to give a clap or a woof, because we're doing dogs. So, there was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. So that's how the song goes. So now we're going to turn one letter over. We're going to turn over the first letter, which is the B. So if we turn over this B, we have a big dog. And so now we're going to sing the song, but we're going to clap and woof on the B. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, I-N-G-O, woof, I-N-G-O, woof, I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh. Let's see if we turn over the second letter, which is an I. Do we have another big dog behind there? We do! Look at that big dog. So now we're going to sing with 2 claps and 2 woofs. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, woof, N-G-O, woof, woof, N-G-O, woof, woof, N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh. Now we have our third letter, the letter N. And when we turn N over, we have the backside of another dog. That looks like a beagle puppy, doesn't it? So now we're going to sing the song with 3 claps and 3 woofs. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, 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 Geo, woof, 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 Geo, woof, 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 Geo, and Bingo was his name. Oh, that's a lot of woofing, huh? All right, so now we've got our G, and we're going to turn it over, and we have another big dog sitting down and looking very regal. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, 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 oh, woof, 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 oh, woof, 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 oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh, for some reason that verse was hard. All right, so now with our O, our last letter, our 5th letter in that word, we're going to turn it over, and we've got one more dog. So now when we sing the song, instead of singing B-I-N-G-O, we're going to woof, 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 woof. And we're going to sound very silly. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, I hope you all had fun doing that at home. That was pretty silly. I'm here in the program room all by myself, and I'm woofing a lot. Let's see. All right, I'm going to leave my 5 dogs up on the board so they can keep us company while we keep reading our stories. Let's see. Oh, there's so many good dog books. I think the next one I would like to share is one by Arthur Howard. And Arthur Howard has a number of good dog books, but this one is called My Dream Dog. So we've been talking about what different dogs might be like, and this book is about what dogs dream about. Here's my dog, Scooter. I know a lot about him. I know what makes him wag his tail. He likes bones and treats and people food and a new squeaky toy. His pals Betty and Bruno make him wag his tail. Which Betty and Bruno? And I know what makes him growl. He doesn't like motorcycles. Vroom, vroom. Heidi the German Shepherd. Any dog that goes near one of his bones, fleas, escalators, Aunt Gladys, and her cats. Those things make him growl. And I know every word he understands. Stay. He knows sit. He knows shake. And he knows dinner. I know this means he's thirsty. Oh, yuck, he's drinking from the toilet water. I know this means he's scared. He's underneath a chair. Looks like there's a thunderstorm happening. I know this means he wants to play. His ears are up and he brought me a tennis ball. This also means he wants to play. He's wagging his tail. This means he wants to play right after he's finished playing. So now he's pulling tug of war and he's got all his toys and he's got his tail wagging. I know my dog Scooter so well, I can even tell when he's dreaming. He's sleeping. What I don't know is what he dreams about. My mom says he dreams about food. Dogs love food. My dad says he dreams about riding in the car. He's got his head out the window and his ears are waving in the wind. My brother says Scooter dreams about chasing things. Squirrels and bunnies and the postman. My friend Franklin says Scooter dreams about going to school. I ate my homework, he says. I don't know about that. Julie Potts, the smartest girl in my class, says his dreams are filled with sounds we can't hear. Did you know that dogs can hear really well from far, far away? And smells we can't smell. And it's always snowing in his dreams because dogs are really wolves. And wolves love snow. You think she's right? So then I asked Grandpa, and he said, maybe Scooter dreams about you. I never thought of that. But I know a lot about Scooter, and I think it might be true. And there's our friend with his dog Scooter and his grandpa, and they're all sitting outside enjoying each other's company and fishing, it looks like. So that's the story about my dream dog. All right, I also have a book by Doreen Cronin, who's written a lot of really great books. Like Click Clack Moo is a really great farmer one that she's done. This one's called Stretch, and it's cool because you get to move around a little bit if you want to. If you're at home or if you're at the library and someone's reading this book to you, there's lots of different stretchy movements you can do. So, and it's got a dog doing those stretchy movements. So I don't know if any of your dogs do like this dog. We shall see. Stretch with me. Hands in the air. Count to 3. Hold it right there. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, stretch up high with your neck for a snack in the trees. That's a giraffe, and that giraffe looks like it's going for an apple. Stretch out wide. Spread your arms out wide like a bird for a ride on the breeze. Can you stretch to the ceiling? Up, up, up. Can you stretch to the floor? Down, down, down. That elephant and that dog are both doing down dog from yoga. You can stretch with a whisper, like the mouse is doing. You can stretch with a roar. Can everyone give me their best roar from home? Oh, that's good. I can stretch underwater. I can stretch on a wave. I can stretch on a surfboard if I'm very, very brave. Some will stretch to show you feathers. Do you know what kind of animal that is? It's a peacock. Some will stretch to show you spots. The dog has spots, but so does the cheetah. A stretch that goes a stretch too far might tie you up in knots. That cat went for the yarn and got all tangled up. A yawn is just a stretch that starts down deep inside. Can you do a big yawn all the way from your tummy on up? It travels up into your mouth and makes it open wide, like a whale. Oh. If I were an inchworm, I'd stretch from place to place. That's in New York City and that's in Paris. If I were an astronaut, I'd stretch in outer space. That looks like fun too. I stretch my lungs to take a breath, then blow out nice and slow. A bubble will stretch and stretch until there's no room left to grow. Pop! If you stretch me and I stretch you, we'll stretch twice as far. Who knows what we can do? So I think we should all stretch together because that is super fun, extra fun, right? And stretching's always good, even in the middle of story time. Okay, I think I have time for one more story with you. I picked so many books, I want to read them all. And so one more story that I have is one called Widget, and it's a favorite of mine. It's by Lynn McFarland with pictures by Jim McFarland, and that is Widget right there. And you might notice on the cover that Widget's shadow doesn't look like a dog's shadow, does it? What does it look like? I bet we'll find out why his shadow looks like that in this story. Widget was a little stray dog. He had no home. He had no friends. He was very sad and lonely. He was cold and hungry too. He saw a house at the end of a road. There was a door just his size. He peeked inside. He saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cats, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 warm beds, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bowls of hot food. Widget dove for the food and straight into Mrs. Diggs. "Why, you poor thing," said Mrs. Diggs, "I wish you could stay, but I'm afraid the girls just can't stand dogs." Widget looked at the girls. He looked at Mrs. Diggs. She seemed so nice. Widget really wanted to stay. "Meow?" said Widget. Mrs. Diggs laughed. "Well, girls," she said, "what do you think?" The girls puffed up. They know he's not a cat. Widget puffed up. The girls hissed and spit. Sss. Widget hissed and spit. Sss. The girls growled. Grrr. Widget purred. Purr. Played with a toy mouse and used the litter box. The girls stopped growling. They were so confused. Widget looked like a dog. He smelled like a dog, but he acted like a cat. Mrs. Diggs set a bowl down for Widget. Widget started eating. He never took his eyes off the girls. The girls started eating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They never took their eyes off of Widget. "Why, you fit right in," said Mrs. Diggs to Widget. And Widget did fit right in. From that day on, he ran with the girls, played with the girls, and curled up with the girls. In fact, he had so much fun with the girls, he sometimes forgot he was a dog. Look, he's up in the tree with the other cats. One day, Mrs. Diggs tripped on a toy and fell down. She didn't move. Widget and the girls were worried. "Oh no, Mrs. Diggs." They meowed for help. Meow, meow, meow. No one came. They screeched, they yelled, they caterwauled for help. No one came. Then Widget barked for help. The girls were shocked. Then they barked for help too. Everyone came, and Mrs. Diggs was saved. I didn't know you had a dog, said a neighbor. Oh yes, said Mrs. Diggs. It's nice to have a dog, right girls? Oh yes, the girls agreed. And there they all are together, one happy family, Widget and his cat sisters. So it's nice when dogs and cats, or dogs and dogs, can get along with each other, and that's why I like that story so much. All right, everybody, I think we're out of time for today. Thank you for sticking with me and listening to all of my many, many dog stories. I hope you enjoyed them, and if you have a dog at home, I hope your dog enjoyed them too. Our last thing we're going to do is do our wave goodbye story, which is another chance to wiggle. And also it gives us a chance to say bye to each other. So we're going to wave high and wave low. I think it's time. We got to go. Wave your elbows. And wave your toes, wave your tongue, and wave your nose. Can you wave your knees from wherever you are? And wave your lips. Can you blow a kiss with your fingertips? Can you wave your ears? And maybe wave your hair? And maybe wave your belly and your derriere? Can you wave your chin? And maybe wave your eyes. Blink, blink, blink. How about wave your hand and say goodbye? Thank you all again so much for listening to stories. We have so many books on the shelf here at the library, so please give us a call or send us an email if you'd like us to check some out for you. We've got a new park and pickup process for picking up holds, and we're happy to get you all the books you need for your time at home. So reach out if you'd like some help. Thanks so much. All right, take care. Have a great day, everybody.